In today's video, we'll be constructing a 90-degree angle, a 60-degree angle, then a 45-degree angle. Then we will be bisecting a line. All right. Two, 1, 2. All right. So that's the baseline. All right. Now the next step is to construct a 90-degree angle at 1. All right, so we're constructing a 90-degree angle at 1. All right. All right, what we have on the screen is a 90-degree angle constructed at 1. Right. So what you would do, you would draw arcs from center 1 to give you this semicircle here, this semicircle. Then the same radius, we will put it at where the semicircle intersect the baseline and mark an arc to give you this arc. Same radius. And well, likewise, you'll put the compass over here or the center point over here if you're on AutoCAD, and you'll draw an arc the same radius that you started with. Where these two arcs intersect the previous arc, then you draw arcs of the same radius from this point and that point. Okay, is that clear? Good. What we're going to do next, we're going to construct a 60-degree angle at 2. All right, so as we indicated, we'll be constructing a 60-degree angle at 2 at the end of the line 2, right? So what we do, we put our compass point at 2. If we're using the traditional instruments, that would be the compass. You scribe an arc, any radius. You use the same radius and you put it here where the, right here, where the cursor is, same radius. Put the compass point here and you mark an arc to intersect the previous arc that you drew from 2. Is that clear? Good. So where these two arcs intersect, right, which is right here, a line drawn from the intersection to the end of the line at 2, where this red dot is, that is the 60-degree angle. All right, so we're going to go line. Let us locate let's locate the end of our line, which I think is here. Right, so we're going to go there, going through here. That's a 60-degree angle. Okay, good. Good job. So, all right, so we have our 60-degree line extended towards the left of the screen from 2. Right, this line is a 60-degree line. Right, this line is a 90-degree line. Right. All right, the purpose of constructing the 90-degree angle, right, is to bisect the angle to give us a 45-degree angle. Okay. All right, so let's do that now. So we're going to bisect the 45-degree angle to, the 90-degree angle to give us a 45-degree angle. All right. All right, what we're doing at 1, at the end of the line labeled 1, 2, what we're doing, we're constructing a 45-degree angle. Is that clear? So what we did, we constructed this line, which is a 90-degree. Good. Then compass at 1, any radius, we mark an arc which is greater than this semicircle, all right, to intersect the baseline and the 90-degree line. So this is the line that we're working with. Good? Good job. All right. All right. So again, we're constructing a 45-degree angle at 1. And the first procedure was to draw this arc, then mark an arc to intersect the previous arc from where you see that red highlighted dot to give you this arc. You do the same thing on this side where you see this red dot and mark an arc the same radius. Where this arc intersects the first semicircle, mark another arc using the same radius to give us this arc. You repeat the process at this intersection and it will give you this arc. This line that you draw now, that will be the 90-degree line, right? What you're going to do is bisect that angle. So compass at 1, any radius describe an arc to intersect the 90-degree, which is this line and the baseline. Then same radius from where this arc intersect the baseline, mark an arc. And the same radius at the intersection of the 90-degree and this arc, mark an arc. Where the two arcs intersect, that will be the 45-degree line. So let us draw it. So we're going to go line to the intersection here, enter. So this angle would be 45 degrees. Good job if you are with me. Bye. All right, the next step that we're going to do, we're going to bisect the line labeled 1, 2. We're going to bisect it using the traditional compass. If you're on AutoCAD, you would use the arc command from 1 and 2, and then and you'll see in a little while where those centers would be. Okay. All right. So the next step that we did, we bisected this line 1, 2. We bisected the line. Then to get this perpendicular bisector, right? To bisect the line, we put the compass at 1. Any radius greater than half the length of the line, you mark this arc from 1. Same radius from 2. This point 2, you mark an arc. Same radius there. Where the two arcs intersect, you draw this vertical line through the intersection of the two arcs, and that will be the bisector. All right. So here is the bisector where my mouse is, and what it is doing is dividing the line AB into two equal um parts, right? So what you do, you put the compass at A, radius is radius, and as long as it is greater than half the length of the line, and then after you scribe this arc, you put the compass point at B, same radius, and mark an arc. Where the two arcs intersect, you draw a line, and that line is called a bisect. Alright, so in today's video, we looked at the construction of a 90-degree, how to bisect an angle which was a 90-degree, and when you bisect the angle, you get half of the angle. So because the angle was 90, we were able to get a 45-degree. Then we also constructed a 60-degree angle at B, and we bisected the line AB to find half of the line. I hope the video was helpful. Was it? In the next video, we will be looking at loci. See you then. Bye.